Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Summer, and today I have another pick a card video for you. This one is for the month of August 2022. We're going to be taking a little look at what's going to be going down for you this month, any messages, any guidance, anything you need to be aware of for this month. So let's go ahead and get started. We have three options here. So we have some crystals here. We have pile 1, which is a pyrite. Pile 2, this is tiger eye. And pile 3, we have Carnelian, right? Carnelian. Okay, so I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. And these crystals can also be found on my website, so if you're interested in any of these, be sure to head to the description box below for the link to summertimetarot.com so that you can check that out and buy them, okay? So, pile 1, we got the pyrite. So, first thing that this tells me, if you pick this crystal, right, you're likely kind of focused on money at this time. You could be really focused on your career, making money, whatever. Alright, but let's see here. The first thing I'm picking up for this pile is a bit of like conflict. It could be with family, could be with friends, could be with your partner. But I'm also getting this bright light on you, like that's focused on you. So maybe you're feeling a lot of pressure at this time. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of eyes on you. Trying to see like what you're doing, or questioning where you're going, what you're doing. But I also get a bit of frustration here. Some of you could be feeling like you're not receiving maybe the accolades or the what's the word I'm looking for? Acknowledgement. There we go. Boop. That you deserve. But I also get the sense that you may be putting a lot of focus on like maybe directing people. So maybe it's your job to kind of guide people or help people, and maybe you're feeling like they're not listening to you. They don't value your opinion in some way. But let's go ahead, pull some cards out. Okay, let's see what's going on with pile 1 for August. Okay. All of that money. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna shuffle. First card out, we have cornucopia here and strategy. They both wanted to come out in the reverse. I'll show you those. Yeah. So like I was saying, this is speaking on you really wanting to figure out how to bring in more abundance for yourself. Okay, we got a man holding a heart here. And then we have 6 chakra. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of you here could be putting like love on the back burner in order to focus on getting things situated and straight when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your prosperity, your abundance. Also with this cornucopia, I'm not only getting like just money here or like career, I'm also getting that you you really want to focus on your path, your purpose here on earth, really trying to figure out like what's best for you, figure out where it is that you want to go in this life, and what it is that you want to do, what it is that you wish to accomplish, right? um Let me take a look at the card. I feel like there's another card here. So we have the garden and the gate. But some of you here are holding yourselves back. It could be out of fear. Yeah, for most of you, I'm getting almost this kind of fear of being seen in the wrong light. Bottom of the deck here, we have healer of the ages. So some of you here could be like healers. You could just really be focused on your healing path, your healing journey here. But I get the feeling that you may be afraid to make the wrong moves here, and that is actually stopping you from moving forward. It's kind of causing you to stagnate and causing more frustration than necessary on your journey. Let's clarify some cards here. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of like a lot of waiting here. A lot of waiting. So some of you could be waiting on like signs, or you could be waiting on like the perfect opportunity. But I feel like there's this almost feeling like you're not good enough, or you're unworthy, or maybe like a situation isn't good enough. Something isn't good enough here, or something isn't enough. Maybe you're like feeling like there's not enough. Okay. You have Justice in the reverse. Three of Pentacles, and this is clarifying man holding a heart. Okay, so some of you here, when it comes to when it comes to your love relationships, you could be feeling like your partner isn't giving enough, isn't giving as much as you're giving. You may be feeling like you're doing a lot of the brunt work. Is that the right word? Whatever. You're doing a lot of the work, and you're feeling disjointed in some kind of way, feeling like you're doing this all by yourself, and it's causing frustration here. Yeah, so it's like some of you aren't seeing eye to eye. So for some of you here, as this concerns like your relationships, there could be one party that's like really focused on like the, what's it called? The practical, the everyday practical kind of thing, right? Like, this is what we need to do in order to make this happen. And then the other person is very much kind of like go with the flow, like we'll see what happens when we get there, you know what I'm saying? That's like really just focused on like, it could be like having fun, but also just following their heart. So it's like you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, and it's causing conflict. But if it's not within like your relationships, it could also be just internally, where there's a part of you that's really trying to focus on the practical, trying to be strategic, trying to like make things happen in a realistic kind of way. I don't know why I did that, but then there's this part of you that really wants to follow your heart and doesn't want to be kind of tied down to one way of doing things, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where this conflict is showing up here. Yeah, so there's a need here to kind of bridge this gap, because I feel, what I want to say here, like the message that's coming through here is both of these ways of doing things are very much necessary going forward. It's just all about getting each party or getting each side, be it internally or externally, to kind of come together and work together, rather than trying to force the other person to see it your way, or force things to go one particular way. It's a need to make these two kind of disparate, very different ways of doing things come together in order to meet the same goal. You get what I'm saying? Right? And I feel like here with this justice, there's this need to kind of recognize that everybody has a role. You know what I'm saying? It's making me think of like filmmaking. Everybody has a role. Everybody can't be the director. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be the actress. So it's like needing to recognize that there are roles for each person, and rather than trying to, or rather than feeling like just because they're not doing as much as you're doing, that they're not doing enough. It's just they're doing something different. They have a different role. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope so. But let us see what I want to do. This man holding a heart is standing out to me. So let's see. What's the message here? What's the message here? The song that's coming to my mind is the All Grown Up theme song. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. So this is really about, the message that's coming through here is that a lot of you here may be making decisions or holding on to certain people, certain situations, certain habits, out of comfort, out of feeling, out of love, basically. And it's kind of like, it's that saying, like, everybody can't come with you. You can't take everybody with you. It's like needing to recognize that you have to focus on your own self. You need to focus on your own stability. And that may indeed cause you to move away from certain people, certain situations. Sorry. And it's about really needing to be honest with yourself about your intentions going forward, but also get clear on the people around you, their intentions. What is it that they, right? Because I feel like a lot of people say, what do they bring to the table? But that's not really what it's about. It's what are their intentions? Where do they wish to take things? Where are they wishing to go with you in their lives? And does it match up with what you're trying to do? If it doesn't, then it may be time for y'all to part ways. If it does, cool. Then it's time for y'all to try and work on a strategy, a way to come together in the most positive manner. You get what I'm saying? All right. Now, I want to pull some oracle cards, and then we're going to pull a card for the animal that's working with you for the month. Okay. Alright, bottom of the deck here we have inner power, the Divine Father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. Yeah, so I feel like this is going back to what I was saying earlier about, what was I saying? I don't know, but this is about like anybody who may be feeling like their back is against the ropes, like it's not enough or they're not enough, or feeling disconnected from the divine in any kind of way, feeling like God, the divine, has it out for you. It's really about needing to really connect with the divine, to connect with the divine within you, but also the divine creator. You get what I'm saying? And to heal that relationship so it's not very, like, I feel like it goes to your foundation. You feel what I'm saying? Your foundation when it comes to your spiritual beliefs. Needing to reevaluate them and to really heal that, because I feel like with this pile there may be this kind of feeling of being punished in some way by the divine, or feeling neglected, maybe abandonment issues, you know. You could also have like daddy issues. Hate to say it, but that may be influencing you or showing up for you in the month of August, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to money, when it comes to career. And so it's important that you sit down and reflect on any relationships that you have with males in your life. I don't know why I did it like that. I don't know. With males in your life. Because that's where a lot of your healing is happening for you this month, okay? Then we have the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. So yeah, I feel like with this card, right, not only is it speaking about nature, but it's really about connecting to your own inner feminine, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Really connecting with your own inner feminine, but also connecting to the divine feminine, and that energy of everything that I need comes to me, you know. I don't have to worry, right? With this cornucopia in reverse, some of you could be feeling a bit overwhelmed or worried, feeling like things, I just saw like things aren't working, or you don't have enough and you're not enough. So it's important for you to really ground your energy here. So spend some time out in nature, connecting with animals as well. Then we have shine your light. Wasn't I talking about your light here earlier? Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Yeah, with this card, I'm kind of feeling like some of you may have a little bit of trust issues, or you could be feeling like people have it out for you. You could have like a little nagging voice in your head that's very distrusting of others, that may feel like people have ulterior motives. And that may very well be keeping you from connecting with people here. Opening up to people, speaking your truth, speaking what's on your mind, what's on your heart. But I feel like with this shine your light, right? Especially since we're like in Leo season here. Right? Yeah. Don't mind me, y'all. Don't mind me. I feel like you're kind of maybe getting this push, like you could be having like experiencing a lot of frustration or anger. Yeah, I said that already. And that's kind of things wanting to come out of you, things wanting to be expressed. So I feel like finding ways to move your body and to connect with your body in a new way, journaling, doing things to speak your truth, or to get your truth out in a way that you feel comfortable. I'm seeing like singing, but also acting. Then we have clear your vibes. Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. Yeah, I feel like this is also talking about like like trust issues as well. So like you may be feeling that there may be people around you that you can't trust, or who don't have your best intentions at heart. And so it's important for you to trust that you are protected, that you are safe. And what's coming through for me with this card is very much prayer. So in the month of August, make sure that you're keeping up with your prayer, that you're keeping up with your protection rituals. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's going to be important for you here. That's going to help you to keep your focus on you rather than so much externally. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Let's go ahead and get your animal. Your animal message, or messenger, shall I say. Okay. What we got here? We have the deer. Okay. Yeah, so this is very much speaking on your heart chakra here, but also about getting grounded, spending more time out in nature. So with this deer, I suggest, right, look up the deer, look up the history of the deer, what the deer means to specific cultures, specifically like your own, right? That's always helpful. But let me see here. Yeah, this is speaking about your fear of the light, fear of being seen, but also your doubts about who you are and who you're called to be. So I feel like that's what the deer is going to be helping you with this month. Yeah. But also this is speaking about your, right, because I feel like for most of you here, you're being called to be a leader, but what's coming to my mind is you have to learn how to follow in order to become a better leader. So there are some things this month that you're going to have to surrender, that you're going to have to let go of. In some ways, you're going to have to learn how to follow certain people, and to not feel like you have to always have all of the answers or to know everything. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Power One. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, where you can book your reading or also shop Summertime Magic, alright? But I truly appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Power 2. Tigers out. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you, Power 2. What's your message here for the month of August? For some of you, I feel like there's a fear of letting go or losing control here that may be showing up for you in the month of August. Yeah, I'm seeing horses. So you could be desiring like more freedom in your life. You could be feeling maybe restrained or restricted in some way. But I feel like there's this desire for more joy, more happiness, more fun as well, right? more playfulness. That's what's really coming through here. For some of you, you could also want like a romantic partner. If you're single, you could be wanting more connection, deeper connections here, not just like the superficial, you know, kind of stuff. But I also feel like there's a need for inner child healing here. Or that's something you could be focusing on in the month of August. Okay, but let's go ahead and put some cards for you here. We got some cards on the floor. Hold on. We'll get this later. Okay, pile two. You got a lot of cards on the floor. So there could be something that you're not wanting to look at here. That you're being asked to look more deeply into, or to go deeper with. And I feel like it has to do with your the way that you see yourself, the way that you value yourself. Alright, bottom of the deck here we have 6th chakra, Archangel, Metatron. Alright, but let me do these cards about the floor. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so on the floor, we have patience. All these want to come out in reverse. Victory, rest and rejuvenation, and look at this. Caring connections, okay? Like I said, y'all. Like I said, this is, yeah. Yeah, this has to do with, okay. For those of y'all who want a relationship, right? I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna tell it like I see it, alright? For those of y'all who want a relationship, you could be like connected to people who aren't worth their weight in gold. Does that make sense? Like people who aren't worthy of what it is that you bring, what it is that you give as a partner, as a person in a relationship. And with this patience showing up, right, you could be really wanting certain relationships, wanting a deeper connection, right? So much so that you're looking past certain red flags. You're closing your eyes, right, to what is being shown to you within these relationships by these people, by their actions, by their words. Okay. Yeah, so we have Door Romance, Angel of Balance. Then we have 7th chakra and the Sun with cornucopia and all tied up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it seems like here what's coming up for you here is that you may very much lose yourself in your relationships, or you may give so much of yourself that you neglect your own needs, your own desires. And it's time for you to stop that. Okay? Yeah. For some of you here, you could be so focused on relationships that you're losing sight of what's really important here. You could be mishandling your money, or spending too much money, or not doing what it is that you need to do in order to grow, in order to prosper. And so if you recently got out of a relationship, it's important for you to spend some time just focusing on you, right? Healing you, loving on you, and know that that person is out there, and you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but it has to be with you in a good space, right? That's what I'm picking up, right? If you feel like where is my person, what you're being asked to do at this time is to really get yourself prepared and ready for the person that you desire, the partner that you desire, right? Now, for those of you who may be in a relationship right now, right, because I'm picking up different messages here. If you're in a relationship right now, you may be wanting to have kids, or you may be wanting to take that next level, whatever that next step is. You may be wanting that at this time. And we have this patience card right here. Patience is a virtue, right? It's important that whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is that you're wanting to have in your life, that at this time you focus on getting prepared for it, preparing yourself for it, and preparing your environment, your home, your space for it, right? And making sure that when you're coming to this, whatever it is that you're wanting, that it's coming out of a space of love, out of a space of pure intentions, a pure heart, rather than like needing it or wanting it because of what it's going to bring you. You feel what I'm saying? Because with this victory card here, it's yours, right? That's what it's saying. Whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is you're asking for, it's already yours. So just rest in that and just focus on enjoying where you are now, enjoying the journey, enjoying the path to this next level, to this whatever it is that you desire, be it marriage, children, your soulmate, right? And so at this time, it's just important that you get yourself prepared and ready, right? So this looks like, when it comes to people who are in a relationship, getting things within your relationship right. You feel what I'm saying? Making sure that both of y'all are coming together in a positive manner, in a balanced manner, in a healthy manner. Making sure that y'all are working through any issues that y'all have. That y'all are getting to know each other better in a deeper manner. That you know what it is that both of y'all are looking for. Because you don't want to go into something, be in a marriage, having kids, whatever, without knowing, like, this is what I want, this is how I would like to raise my children, this is what I want my life to look like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to talk about those things. You can't just wait until the baby come, alright? And so it's important here that you spend your time in August visualizing, figuring out, like, what is it that I really want? Like, what do I want? What do I want, right? Because I feel like sometimes we can think we know what we want, but until we really sit down and write it down or draw it out, we don't really know. We're just kind of like guessing, okay? So make a plan. Start figuring out, like, what you want things to look like, where it is that you want to go, where it is that you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, right? Be it, when it comes to relationships, or be it when it comes to your own life path, okay? Yeah, and I feel like for some of you here, you could be focusing a lot on money. Like feeling like you need the money, or you need something in order to, before you can make moves, and that's not the case. That's what I'm really picking up here. It's like you're focusing too much on the the money, the how, the when, and it's really just important that you like get that, stop focusing so much on that, and just really just focus on, okay, well, what is it that I want, where is it that I'm going. um, but also it's important that you really connect to the divine here, and to seek guidance, to seek wisdom, to seek answers about what steps the divine wishes for you to take, right? I'm really getting heavy marriage vibes here, so I don't know if you want to get married, but like what's coming through is like, you know how before people get married, they go to the preacher, they go to the pastor to really sit down and to like discuss, okay, what do we need to work on, what do we need to do before we take this next step. That's where you're at here. You're at that stage where it's like, okay, what do I need to do to get ready for this next step? And it's different for everybody. For some people I'm getting, you know, relationship vibes. For other people I'm getting like, you're really focused on your life path, your life purpose. So really spend some time really like in prayer, connecting to the divine, really listening to the guidance and the wisdom that is coming to you at this time, because this is what's going to lay the foundation for what's coming next, okay? I feel like that was pretty clear. I kind of want to clarify this all tied up here, and then we're going to pull some oracle cards. Y'all cards really just want to hit the ground. Alright. Bottom of the deck here we have lovers. Look. It's a lot more. But, alright, for me, lovers isn't always just connected to like lovers. It's like about your path. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. And then we have this card. It says, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, maybe find a path to your best self. Yeah, this is about your path here. Not a lot of eights. So yeah, so you could be feeling a lot of pressure. You could be feeling a lot of pressure at this time. But I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, there may have been a situation. It could be for a lot of you a relationship or an opportunity where you feel like you missed the mark, or there was a missed opportunity here. Then we have this everything fine card. So I feel like here, yeah, a lot of you here could be spending a lot of time avoiding your emotions, or avoiding really doing the inner work here to really make peace with certain situations, but also in order to move forward. Yeah. But let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. So it's just really important that you do the inner work in the month of August. Rather than focusing so much externally, do the inner work. Alright. And when I say inner work, right, it's going to be different for everybody. This could be like shadow work. This could be inner child healing. But also I just get the feeling there's a need to really, with this tiger's eye, right, because that's the crystal you picked, to work through any guilt or any shame that you may still be holding on to, be it in connection to relationships or in connection to things that happened in your past, in your childhood. Because I feel like that's what's stopping you from moving forward. It's these things that you've been carrying with you that are affecting the way that you're seeing things. They're affecting the way that you see yourself. And I just saw 222. They're affecting how you're showing up for yourself at this current time. So it's just important for you to sit down and process those things so that they're not holding you back so much anymore. I don't know. Let's see if we get one more. Alright. Bottom of the deck here we have manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. Boop boop. Okay. So what we got? We got spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. Okay. Then we have the miracle of prayer. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. Yeah, I feel like with this miracle of prayer, this is where I'm getting this restriction. Like going back to what I said at the beginning, some of you may be feeling restricted, and I feel like it has to do with your spiritual practice here. You could be feeling like tied down in some way into one way of doing things, into one way of manifesting or working your magic here. Yeah, you could be feeling very much restricted spiritually, like you feel, and that could go back to what I was saying about like needing to do that inner work to really sit down and figure out, why do you feel restricted by your spiritual practice? Where does that come from, and how can you really work to let go of those feelings so that they're not stopping you from doing the work that you need to do within yourself, but also with your spiritual team, right? Because I feel like it's stopping you from connecting. It may be stopping you from praying. It could be stopping you from manifesting here. Now, with this, okay, I'll be honest with you here. With what I'm saying, with this spiritual gifts card, I'm getting this feeling of greed, right? So, yeah, okay, that's what it's talking about. It's going back to making sure that your intentions are pure for why it is you want what it is that you want, and that you're doing what you're doing with the purest of intentions, that you're not doing things or saying things, connecting with people with, ulterior motives. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's going to bite you in the butt, basically. So just make sure that you're spending time. But also with that, it's just about like making sure that when you're connecting with anyone, when you're doing anything, that you feel right within your heart, right? I feel like this goes back to trusting your intuition and trusting that, if you feel like it's not right, then don't do it. You don't have to like understand why in that particular moment. It's just trust that. Trust your own inner guidance. Trust your connection to the divine. And trust that you're being guided and protected. Okay? And pray for that, right? Pray for protection. Pray for discernment. And trust what you're receiving. Right? But also, I feel like this goes into rest and rejuvenation, right? I feel like for some of you here, you could be like really wanting to push, really wanting to do things in order to manifest. And I feel like with this rest and rejuvenation showing up in the reverse, it could be at the expense of your own well-being. So just make sure that you're not doing things because, oh, I need to make this happen, and I need to make money, and I gotta do this, you know what I mean? It's like, no. Make sure that you're doing things because you actually really want to do them, and also you feel called to do them. Okay? But let's get your oopsies, your animals for the month. Like, what animal is helping you and assisting you in the month of August? It's gonna be funny if the tiger comes out. So let's see. Ooh, alright. We're just gonna take the two that came face up. So we have tarantula. And then we have hummingbird. Yeah, this is going to like that joy, that happiness, that fun. But with this tarantula, this is helping you to face your fears. But also, going back to what I said about any like guilt and shame that you may be feeling, this tarantula is going to help you with that. That's what I feel here. Yeah, but also with this tarantula and this hummingbird, right? I feel like these two, they're going to help you to trust your instincts, but also to go where things are good, right? Because the hummingbird goes to that nectar, right? They don't waste their time with any flowers that ain't got no nectar. You know what I mean? But the hummingbird doesn't waste its time or its energy on things that aren't going to give it what it really needs, but like not only like physically but spiritually. So for some of you in the month of August, you may be actually like going deeper in your spiritual practice, really refining your spiritual practice to things that feel better for you, that fill you up, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than just doing what you've been taught to do or doing what people have told you to do, really discovering what feels right for you, what feels good for you in the month of August, okay? That's all I have for you, Pile 2. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, or if you're interested in buying any crystals or any other spiritual goodies, make sure you head to the description box below for the link to summersigntarot.com so that you can get that, alright? Well, I truly appreciate you and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Pile 3 with the red Carnelian. Let's see here. What's going on with you, Pile 3? Okay. So the first thing I'm picking up here is some of you are being called away from certain situations, from certain patterns, from certain connections here into something that is greater. And the song that's coming to my mind is "Nobody Greater Than You." Okay. So this has to do with your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual practice. You're being called to go deeper. To let go of people, places, and things that are of a lower vibration, if that makes sense. So this looks like some of you may be letting go of certain habits, certain behaviors. This could do with eating or certain activities that you partake in. Alright, the one that I'm really seeing is like gambling. But I feel a bit of resistance here. So for some of you, there could be a bit of trepidation, but I get this feeling of feeling like you don't want to be a follower. Like, I don't want to do that. Just be everybody else doing it. I don't want to do that. That kind of that kind of vibe, like that. Well, let's go ahead and pull some cards out. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with you, pile 3. I'm hearing the song All By Myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. So that lets me know, like, you may be feeling like, because I feel like for most of you here, this is to do with, like, the people that you keep around you, the people you connect with. It gives me the feeling that you may be feeling like they're only going to be in your life for so long, or they're only going to take you but so far. It's only so far that you can go with these people. Because you're being called away from these folks because they're not right. You know how they say people can be in your life for a season or for a lifetime, and these people were like seasonal folks. That's what I'm getting. So that could be with people, that could be with jobs. Okay. First card out here, we have indecision. Alright. Oops, excuse me. Why y'all cards wanted to hit the flow? We got strategy wanted to come out in reverse as well. So, yeah. What this is telling me here is that you may have been getting signs or like nudges for a long time now that what you're doing, the people that you're connecting with, that it's a no, right? I feel like you've been getting that from the divine. So it's giving me like glitching. So maybe when you're around certain people, certain things start shutting off or glitching out, just not working. And that it could be like that literal, or it could just be like you feel like, okay, this isn't working anymore. it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You know what I'm saying? And you may be feeling like they're not adding. Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got temple. Okay. But we have here the temple card with financial constraints cards. So what this is telling me here is that these folks or these situations that you have been finding yourself in, connecting with, what's coming to my mind is they're spiritually bankrupt. Wow. That's an interesting way of putting it. Where they just may not be where you are spiritually. They may not be as connected or as invested in their spiritual path, their spiritual journey as you are. Excuse me. And that's starting to affect you and your path. So it's like it's time for you to make a decision here. And for some of you, you may be having a hard time of figuring out how to disconnect from these situations or these people. Maybe because they provide some kind of value in your life. They give you something that you feel like you need in some way. Yeah, some of you may want to move at this time, so yeah, there's a desire for movement. And you may be having a hard time figuring out how to do it because either you don't have the resources or you just don't know how to do it, or you just may not feel like you're ready. And so what I'm getting here with this temple path and financial constraints is where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, where there's a will, there's a way. Bottom of the door here we have door to romance. Bottom of the door, bottom of the deck. Okay, and then we have patience. So some of you could be wanting like romantic relationships, or there could be something on your heart that you want to pursue, to follow, and it's going to take some patience for you here, from you here. All right. But let's see. Let's see. So I'm getting that some of you may have tried to make a move before, but somehow it didn't work how you planned. And that's got you kind of questioning or doubting at this time. Let's clarify this temple path and financial constraints here. Yeah, so it's like your faith is being tested here. That's what I'm getting. Which is why you're being called to go deeper into your faith. Okay? So yeah, clarifying the temple path and financial constraints, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Star, and we have the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're being called to go deeper here. To not get so caught up in like what's going on at this kind of surface level, because there's something happening that you can't really see. You may get glimpses of it, where it's like you get downloads, or things start to make sense. Like, okay, I'm starting to see things. But then you may feel like, oh, I don't really understand. It's because something is going on at a deeper level that you can't fully grasp at this time. But it'll make sense. It'll make sense in time, when it's supposed to. So it's just saying to really just continue to focus on the level that you're at. And I just saw 444. So focus on where you are, rather than getting so caught up in the 10 steps going forward. Focus on this step right here. Show up, show out right here, right now. Don't worry about what's going to happen later on down the line. Focus on right now. Okay? Focus on right now. Let's clarify this strategy here. Okay, yep, we got Ace of Pentacles. It's because something is coming here. But I feel like with this, okay, then we have the King of Swords. Yeah. With this Ace of Pentacles, I'm hearing that line from J. Cole. I think it's from Crooked Smile, and it's like, what the eyes can't see, what the hands can't touch, what the girls can't be, and that's you, or something like that. It's like just focusing. Like, there's this opportunity that you can't see here. There's something going on right now that you can't fully understand or grasp where you are, right? But there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for you to make something better, to make something greater, to make this move that you really wanted to make for yourself. But it starts with you just focusing where you are, focusing on taking the opportunity and making the moves as they come, making the steps and the changes as they come. Because you're being guided, you're being protected at this time, right? Some of you may have like an ancestor that's walking with you. Of course you do, right? But specifically, you may have a male ancestor that's showing up for you, that wants you to know that they are present, that they're guiding you, and they want you to just be logical and to make decisions with future focus. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than, because I feel like you may get caught up in, well, this isn't working, so why do I care? Why should I even, why should I even keep going? And it's like, no, it's working. You may not be seeing the results that you want to see. It doesn't mean that it's not working. So just keep going. Keep going. It's gonna work out. Okay, but it's going to take you being consistent. It's going to take you really knowing that this is going to work out because you say it's going to work out. Okay. Also, it may be good for you to very much like find people who share in your beliefs, who are on your level, basically, who who want the same things that you want, who are doing the same things that you're doing, to really connect with those people, create bonds, create relationships that you can carry forward into the future, right? Yeah. So if you're like, if you're questioning which way to go, it's important that you focus on the things that have been giving you results thus far. Does that make sense? Continuing to do those things rather than trying to try new things. It's good to try new things every once in a while, but it's like, make sure that you're actually, before you try new things, make sure that you're being consistent with the things that actually work. Okay, so that you can create a stable foundation for yourself, and then when you got your foot, and you can go out and venture out and do something that you wanted to do. Okay, bottom of the deck, we got the lowest. Yeah, so for a lot of you, I feel like this has to do with your spiritual path, your purpose here on earth. You could be questioning, you could be doubting, but it's okay. That's alright. It's alright. You got this. Let's go ahead and get some oracle cards, and then we're going to get your animal for the month. The animal that's gonna help you this month. Okay, listen here. Now, let's see, we got one more. Oh, Lord. Alright, bottom of the deck here, we have healthy choices. It says, thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. You know what we was talking about? Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord. Okay. So the one that's on the floor, we got clear your vibes. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. Alright, then we have count your blessings. It says, thank you, universe and angels, for the blessings in my life. And then we have unconditional love, the Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. So, I feel like with this Divine Mother, right, we did have we had the Divine Father showing up, and one other pile. That's not the here nor there. In the month of August, you could be dealing with, or some things could be showing up for you as it concerns your connection to your own physical mother, but also with the Divine Mother, right? Healing those feelings of feel like this has to do with like emotional neglect, but also like spiritual neglect, where you may be having to deal with feeling alone, or feeling like you're kind of out here by yourself. You don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, right? Those feelings may be coming up for you in the month of August. So it's important for you here to connect with the Divine Mother, right? In whichever way that you feel comfortable, right? So this could be like doing goddess work, connecting to your own divine feminine within yourself, really doing a lot of self-care here, and giving yourself some self-love and encouragement, really reparenting yourself, learning how to take care of your needs in a healthy manner, but also setting boundaries for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That would make sense. And then with this counter blessings, right, it may be good for you in the month of August to start, if you don't already have one, or continue with a gratitude journal. But also with this, I'm getting like it may be good to kind of write a letter to anyone who's hurt you, but also to write down in the present tense what it is that you desire, as if you already have it, right? And then with this, clear your vibes here. You may be feeling, right, like the environment that you're in, or where you are currently in your life, it's not it. And so I feel like it's good for you in the month of August to make sure that you're keeping your protection rituals up, that you're praying, that you're asking for protection, that you're calling on protection from your ancestors, from your angels, from your guides, from the divine, that you're focusing on like energy clearing, your spiritual baths, all that kind of good stuff to keep your vibrations high, so that what's going on this month doesn't bring you down. And I just saw 333. What else? Oh, let's get your animal. But also make sure that you're processing your emotions this month, that you're not just kind of like avoiding them. So it may be good, to keep a journal, to let that flow up on out of you, okay? If you feel like you need to cry, cry, okay? It's all right. But just make sure that you're not sitting in those feelings, those emotions, that you're transmuting things, right? Make sure you exercise them to get out any frustration, any anger. Sing your heart away if you're in your feelings, all right? That kind of stuff. But also make sure, you're making time for you to connect with yourself. Okay, look at this. We got 2. Oh, we got 3. All right. We got the frog. We got black egg. And we got the eagle here. Yeah, so with this frog, this has to do with clearing your energy out, right? Going back to what I was saying with clear your vibes. Making sure that you're keeping up with your cleansing rituals here. Right, make sure you're saging yourself, saging your environment, taking your spiritual baths. Now, this black egg here. Yeah, sorry y'all, I had to make sure I was giving y'all right information. Yeah, the black egg here, this has to do with your throat chakra, alright? So going back to what I was saying about like singing, journaling, getting those emotions out. But also not being afraid to ask for what it is that you want here, right? With this eagle, I feel like this also has to do a great deal with like feeling like knowing that you're protected, knowing that you're guided, trusting in your spiritual team to protect you and to guide you, right? But also making sure this month that you're not being afraid to ask for what it is that you need, to call on the assistance of your ancestors, your angels, your guides, the divine. um, and to trust that it will be provided for you. Okay. Mhm. But make sure you look into the eagle and the frog, your throat chakra as well. Excuse me. And making sure that you are keeping up with your spiritual work, your spiritual practices, and you'll be good. All right, but that's all I have for you, Pile 3. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading or any crystals or any other spiritual goodies, make sure you head to the website. It is in the description box below. All right, but I truly appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.